My English army is near, led by Malcolm, his uncle Seward, and the good Macbeth. They burn for revenge. The wrongs they have suffered would make dead men rise up and fight.
We'll meet them near Burnham Wood. They're coming that way.
Does anyone know if Dunsinane is with his brother?
He's definitely not there, sir. I have a list of all the important men. Seward's son is there, as well as many boys too young to have beards who will become men by joining in this battle.
What is the tyrant Macbeth doing? He is fortifying his castle in Dunsinane with heavy defences. Some say he's insane. Those who hate him less call it brave anger. One thing is certain, he's out of control. Now Macbeth feels the blood of his murdered enemies sticking to his hands. Now, rebel armies punish him every minute for his treachery. The soldiers he commands are only following orders. They don't fight because they love Macbeth. Now he seems too small to be a great king, like a midget trying to wear the robes of a giant. Who can blame him for acting crazy? When inside he condemns himself for everything he's done. Well, let's keep marching and give our loyalty to someone who truly deserves it. We're going to meet Malcolm, the doctor who will cure us sick country. We'll pour out our own blood to help him.
However much blood we need to give to water the royal flower and drown the weeds, to make Malcolm king and get rid of Macbeth. Let's proceed on our march to Burnham.
Kinsman, I hope the time is coming when people will be safe in their own bedrooms.
We don't doubt it. What's the name of the forest behind us? Burnham Wood.
Tell every soldier to break off a branch and hold it in front of him. That way we can conceal how many of us there are, and Macbeth's spies will give him inaccurate reports.
We'll do it! We have no news except that the overconfident Macbeth is still in Dunsinane and will allow us to lay siege to the castle.
He wants us to lay siege. Wherever his soldiers have an opportunity to leave him, they do. Whatever rank they are. No one fights with him except men who are forced to, and their hearts aren't in it.
We shouldn't make any judgments until we achieve our goal. Let's go fight like hard-working soldiers. Soon we'll find out what's really ours and what isn't. It's easy for us to get our hopes up just sitting around thinking about it. But the only way this is really going to be settled is by violence. So let's move our armies forward.
Hang our flags on the outer walls. Everyone keeps yelling, "Here they come!" Our castle is strong enough to laugh off their siege. They can sit out there until they die of hunger and disease. If it weren't for the fact that so many of our soldiers revolted and joined them, we could have met them out in the front of the castle, man to man, and beaten them back to England. What's that noise?
It's women crying, my lord.
I've almost forgotten what fear feels like. There was a time when I would have been terrified by a shriek in the night, and the hair on my skin would have stood up when I heard a ghost story. But now I've had my fill of real horrors. Horrible things are so familiar that they can't startle me.
The Queen is dead, my lord.
She would have died later anyway. That news was bound to come someday. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. The days creep slowly along until the end of time. And every day that's already happened has taken fools that much closer to their deaths. Out, brief candle. Life is nothing more than illusion. It's like a poor actor who struts and worries for his hour on the stage and then is never heard from again. Life is a story told by an idiot, full of noise and emotional disturbance, but devoid of meaning. You've come to tell me something. Tell me quickly.
My gracious lord, I should tell you what I saw, but I don't know how to say it.
Just say it.
As I was standing watch on the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and I thought I saw the forest begin to move.
Liar and slave!
Punish me if it's not true. 3 miles from here you can see it coming. A moving forest.
If you're lying, I'll hang you alive from the nearest tree until you die of hunger. If what you say is true, you can do the same to me. My confidence is failing. I'm starting to doubt the lie the devil told me, which sounded like truth. Don't worry until Burnham Wood comes to Dunsinane. And now a wood is coming to Dunsinane. Prepare for battle and go. If what this messenger says is true, it's no use running away or staying here. I'm starting to grow tired of living, and I'd like to see the world plunged into chaos. Ring the alarms. Blow a wind. Come ruin. At least we'll die with our armor on. They have been tied to a stake. I can't run away. I have to stand and fight like a bear. Where's the man who wasn't born from a woman? He's the only one I'm afraid of. Nobody else.
What's your name?
You'll be afraid to hear it.
No, I won't.
Even if you were one of the worst demons in hell, my name's Macbeth. The devil himself couldn't say a name I hate more. No, nor could the devil's name be more frightening. You lie, you disgusting tyrant. I'll prove with my sword that I'm not scared of you. You were born from a woman. Swords don't frighten me. I laugh at the weapon used by a man who was born from a woman. The noise is coming from over there. Tyrant, show your face. If someone other than me kills you, the ghosts of my wife and children will haunt me forever. I can't be bothered to fight these lame soldiers who only fight for money. I'll either fight you, Macbeth, or else I'll put down my sword unused. You must be over there. With a great noise, it sounds like one of the highest-ranking men is being announced. I hope I find him. I ask for nothing more than that. Why should I commit suicide like one of the ancient Romans? As long as I see enemies of mine alive, I would rather see my sword wound them than me. Turn around, you dog from hell. Turn around. You are the only man I've avoided. But go away now. I'm already guilty of killing your whole family. I have nothing to say to you. My sword will talk for me. You are too evil for words. You're wasting your time trying to wound me. You might as well try to stab the air with your sword. Go fight someone else who can be harmed. I lead a charmed life, which can't be ended by anyone born from a woman. You can forget your charmed life. The evil spirit you serve can tell you that I was not born. They cut me out of my mother's womb before she could bear me naturally. Curse you for telling me this. You frighten away my courage. I don't believe those evil creatures anymore. They trick me with their word games, raising my hopes and then destroying them. I won't fight you. Then surrender, coward, and we'll put you in a freak show just like they do with deformed animals. We'll put a picture of you on a sign right above the words, "Come see the tyrant." I'm not going to surrender and have to kiss the ground in front of Malcolm. We'll be taunted by the coming people. Even though Burnham Wood really did come to Dunsinane, and I'm fighting a man, not a woman born. I'll fight to the end. I'll put up my shield and batter you. Come on, let's go at it, Macduff. And damn the first man who cries stop or enough. I wish all of our friends could have survived this battle. In every battle, there's some people who will always be killed, but judging from the men I see around us, our great victory didn't cost us much. Macduff is missing, and so is your noble son. My lord, your son has paid the soldier's price. Death. He only lived long enough to become a man, and as soon as he proved that he was a man, by fighting like one, he died. So he's dead? Yes, and he's been carried off the field. Your grief should not be equal to his worth, because then your sorrow would never end. Were his wounds on his front side? Yes, on his front. Well then, he's God's soldier now. If I had as many sons as I have hairs on my head, I couldn't hope that any of them would die more honorably than he did. And that's all there is to it. He is worth more mourning than that, and I will mourn for him. He is worth no more than that. They tell me he died well, and settled his scores. With that, I hope God is with him. Here comes better news. Hail, King, because that's what you are now. Look, here I have Macbeth's cursed head. We are free from his tyranny. I see that you have the kingdom's noblemen around you, and they're thinking the same thing as me. I want them to join me in this loud cheer. Hail, King of Scotland! Hail, King of Scotland! It won't be long before I reward each of you as he deserves. My thanes and kinsmen, I name you all Earls, the first Earls that Scotland has ever had. We have a lot to do at the dawn of this new era. We must call home all of our exiled friends who fled from the grip of Macbeth's tyranny, and we must bring to justice all the evil ministers of this dead butcher and his demon-like queen, who rumor has it committed suicide. This, and whatever else we are called to do by God, we will do at the right time and in the right place. So I thank you all, and I invite each and every one of you to come watch me be crowned King of Scotland at Scone.